What's up, everybody? So, hey, Microsoft came out swinging, huh? First time in a long time I feel Microsoft has made any power plays. You know what I mean? I feel like it's been a long time since Microsoft stepped up to the plate and showed the people their guns. Microsoft came out, they said, hey, Sony. No, this is what they did. Hey, nah. Xbox Series S, $300. Got the exact same processor that's in the Xbox Series X, which just priced at $500. This is well played, man. Well played. Now, the rumors that were circulating about the X being an obscene amount of money, the PlayStation 5 is going to be over $500. Sony can't afford to keep costs down, so it's going to cost over. No. You can bet your ass that Sony, the PlayStation 5, is not going to release the PlayStation 5 for a dime over what the Xbox Series X is. And saying all these names and shit, man. I had a guy tell me, he didn't even tell me, I think I just saw the post, said the S and the X, these names are too confusing. It's like, really? You know what I mean? There's a $200 price difference. One console's itty bitty and one console's big. If you screw this up, you got some issues. But the PlayStation 5 isn't launching a dime over $500. So if you're worried about the PlayStation 5 being over $500, rest easy, because it ain't happening. Now, Sony can make some moves here. Sony can make some moves. In a perfect world, Sony will come out and say, oh, okay, Microsoft, check this out. PlayStation 5, $400 for the disc version. PlayStation 5 digital, $300. Now, if that happened, Microsoft may as well board up shop and close it down. Because that is a wrap, baby. You know what I mean? That's a wrap. But more realistically, what's going to happen is PlayStation 5 is going to release, the disc version is going to release at $500. Digital version will be $400. That's my guess. Now, they could come out and undercut them by $50. That wouldn't be bad. That would actually be pretty smart. I'm sure they'll take a loss. So the disc version will be $450, and then the digital will be $400. That would be a good move. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to see $500 for the disc, and I think we're going to see $400 for the digital, or maybe even $450. Those are my guesses. But this Xbox Series S is an impressive little box. It's got all the next-gen features. It's got the SSD. Granted, it's small. I think it's like 500 some gigs. That's tiny. It's got 10 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM. It's got the quick resume. Gears 5, they're talking about it's going to run 120 FPS in the multiplayer, same as it is on the X. The biggest difference is the GPU, the graphics card. So you're just going to get a resolution decrease on the S. So you're rocking 1440p, maybe 1080p with good frames. Same frames you're rocking on the X. Only on the X, you're going to be rocking a much higher resolution. So we're talking a $300 next-gen system where the priority seems to be frame rate. Developers are finally listening, and we're going after the frame rate now. You know what I mean? And I think that's huge. It's like, I'm kind of torn now. Do I waste my money on the Series X? Because, I mean, I like the resolution, but it's not killer for me. I've rocked 1080. I rock a 1080p monitor. You know what I mean? And I got a 2080. I got an RTX 2080 graphics card. I don't care about resolution. I care about frames. Graphics are about as good as I care for them to be. You know what I mean? Stop focusing on making the graphic. Let's focus on gameplay changes. Let's focus on developing and pushing the genre forward in terms of gameplay. Forget the graphics. The graphics are good. Let's just focus on revolutionary changes to gameplay. How do we improve the game? How do we improve the experience? Graphics are fine. Improve the frame rate. So this is good news, man. For the first time in a long time, I don't even have an Xbox. I give my Xbox One X away to my son. My daughter's got an Xbox One X. So this is good news for them too, because it's a cheap system. I can get them both a damn next generation Xbox One S. $300 a pop. I think Microsoft's done, I think they've made a lot of missteps. Their biggest one being Xbox exclusives going to the PC. I hear you, PC guys. I'm a PC guy too. But if you're a console guy, them exclusives mean something. I don't care what anybody says. When you're playing an exclusive, when you're playing a game where you feel like this is the only system it's on, it adds value to the system. Forget about, oh, well, other people can't play it and enjoy it. It's not about that. It's about, I invested in a system and I'm playing an experience I can only play here. Microsoft robbed their consumers of that. They've robbed their base, their fan base of that. Now, some people don't care. I care. It hurt losing the exclusives. So, big misstep for me. Halo Infinite getting delayed. That's a big misstep. But you know what? The game's going to come out bigger, better. So hopefully it turns out not to be that big of a deal. But I was really looking forward to playing some Halo Infinite on launch. But you guys tell me what you think. Good news? Are you excited? Are you actually like starting to think a little differently about Microsoft right now? It's going to be real interesting to see how Sony plays this. And the guy told me on Twitter, I'm back on Twitter. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop saying that I'm gonna not do something because I told you I'm not gonna be back on Twitter, and here I am back on Twitter. I felt I was robbing you guys of my company. That's what I felt. It's not fair to you for me not to be on Twitter. So I'm gonna do it a little differently this time. I'm gonna scroll the home page here and there, but for the most part, I'm just gonna mess around in my own mentions. You know what I mean? So you guys tell me, what was the point I was gonna make? Oh yeah, he says Microsoft isn't competing with Sony. Guys, listen. Yes, they are. The only reason Microsoft said that is because they're being outsold 2-1. You know what I mean? If you're in a competition with a dude and he's absolutely destroying you, what are you gonna say? Oh, I wasn't trying anyway. I'm not worried about him. I'm just trying to stay in shape for me. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that. No. That was damage control. Microsoft is watching. They're paying very close attention to what Sony's doing. Make no mistake about it. But you guys tell me, you excited about this? What do you think PlayStation 5 is going to launch at? Am I on point with my pricing? I bet a lot of you are probably thinking the exact same thing. I'm not like a freaking analyst over here predicting the future. I feel like this is pretty cut and dry. When Microsoft dropped that price reveal, I feel like it became pretty obvious what was going to take place with, it's becoming obvious what's going to take place with these prices coming up. If PlayStation 5 launches at a higher price point than $500, I'll shave my head with a razor. I'll put Xbox on my forehead with a Sharpie and I'll make a video. It's not happening. I can't even imagine the Sony fan base if that happens. They'll find some way to damage control it. But anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll holler at you guys later.